So a lot of times I'm working with agents across all experience levels who seem on paper to be doing everything right? Like they're generating leads, they're making contacts, and they are very loud and very busy on and off social media. But their conversion is suffering, right? They're just not closing the amount of deals that they think that they would like to see in their business. A lot of times this is a branding and messaging issue. And it has to be on and off social media in a very consistent way for this to be effective. So in this video, I'm going to share a few tips on how to make this happen if you really want to have a successful business in 2022 and beyond. So step one is going to be your brand story. All right, now your brand story is really like at the very basic level. It's how you articulate why somebody should be compelled to hire you over your competition. But of course, if we really get into it, it's so much more than that. And in the Market Authority Academy, we're working directly with agents on how to dial this in at a really high level so that they can have the highest conversion across all of their lead sources, which is why agents in the Market Authority Academy on average earn 4 times the amount of revenue as their peers. Here's what your brand story needs to cover. Your brand story really has to nail down your ideal client, right? So your niche. A lot of agents get really freaked out of this, but Stephanie, I don't want to say no to any opportunities. I don't want to niche down because then I'll have fewer clients. Well, you already have fewer clients anyway, so number one. So let's fix that by identifying your ideal client, because what that's gonna allow you to do is through the brand story, you're going to allow yourself to identify what their biggest problems are and then create a really unique solution that speaks to them on such a way to where saying yes to you is the obvious answer. This is how you set yourself apart from your competition, whether you're a brand new agent or whether you are tapping into an entirely new market. Here's also why this is so important, okay? If you are generating a ton of leads, say like internet leads online, you're paying a couple bucks a lead off of Facebook or Google or whatever the flavor of the moment is. The first thing they're going to do is they're having a first impression with your business, so you don't have that cozy, warm, know, like, and trust factor with them. They're gonna Google you. They're gonna look you up online. They're gonna check you out on social media. And if you don't show up there, number one, show up there consistently, and if you don't have a very clear message on who you are, who you serve, and why you're the best at doing that, then they don't have any real reason to trust you. And that makes conversion really, really hard. That's why it might take 12 months to convert some of these leads, because they're just very cold. They're not ready to commit. They are really unclear on where they are in the process, and they don't trust you to help guide them yet. So that's why you really need to dial in the brand story here so that that messaging is very clear on and off social media. Now, in the near future, I'm going to be dropping a new video on the brand story. So how to do this step by step in a way that is going to help you generate very high converting clients in an organic, authentic way. If you're into that kind of thing, you need to be sure to hit subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification icon to be notified when I'm dropping these new videos so that you don't miss that. Brand story aside, the second thing that is going to make your real estate brand on social media really click, has to be your face. So a lot of times when I'm speaking with agents, they say, well, Stephanie, I'm on Instagram. I mean, I hired a company to post all kinds of great posts for me on Instagram. You can see them right here. And what I see are a bunch of generic templates that every other agent in your market is also posting. Now, you might think that this is kind of already doing enough because, hey, you're showing up consistently, right? And in some cases, that could be enough. But if that is not speaking directly to the specific audience that you're wanting to work with and generate clients from, it's going to fall flat every time, which is why we see some agents who have like 2,000 posts on their feed, but maybe like 3 likes, no comments, no interaction. Not to say that the likes and engagement is like the end all be all, but it is an indicating factor that something is not resonating with the right audience that they're intending to get in front of. What helps with this? Your face, okay? So one thing that we always say is that social media is not changing the one thing that has always worked in real estate, which is that know, like, and trust factor, which we've already mentioned. People hire others that they know, like, and trust. And we're not changing that on social media. We're amplifying it. We're increasing the scale at which we can do that, okay? But your face and your persona has to be involved in that. So if you are not posting pictures and video of yourself on Instagram or on YouTube or elsewhere on social media, whatever the platform of the moment is, you're always going to be a step behind others in your market who are doing that at a very high level. Now, I'm not telling you have to post a bunch of private information about yourself that you don't feel comfortable putting out there. I'm not even telling you that you have to post pictures of like your kids if you don't want to be showing those private moments with your family. But what you do have to share is a little more of the personal side that fosters connection. Okay, I'm talking about your values, your goals, your dreams, the challenges that you're facing each week. That's like the real raw stuff that people really connect with. And you should feel empowered to share that in your social media strategy, especially if that is a conversation that you would have with an ideal client face to face, like over a coffee, right? We're not changing that conversation, we're just moving it to a larger platform. Now, the third most important thing to establishing a really strong real estate brand and reputation on social media is consistency. Sorry, this is also another one of those things where success happens in the mundane. And if you're not showing up consistently week after week after week, you're always going to be outworked by the next agent. That's just kind of the way it is. Now, I'm not telling you that you have to post 10 times a day on Instagram, for example, for this to work. Far from that. But you do need to post pretty consistently, like at a decent clip, in order to stay top of mind with your audience. Now, I am going to add a little caveat to this. A lot of times, it's not even the original content that you're creating, it's the engagement that you are creating, okay? So what I mean by this is just as important as posting is engaging authentically with your audience. I'm talking liking other people's posts, leaving comments on their posts, interacting with their stories, sharing stuff onto the reels, right? Like that level of engagement, specifically on Instagram, is actually what's going to drive more booked appointments each week for your business. So the more communication that you're actually engaging with, the more likely it is for you to generate leads. So it's both of those things that you need to be consistent on. It's the engagement for sure, and it's also just posting on the app that you are trying to create your brand on consistently week after week. And finally, my last tip for you on this topic is to make the social media a part of the larger marketing strategy. Here's what I mean. I always say that I have kind of an all roads lead to Rome effect with my Instagram. So Instagram is one of our highest converting lead sources for organic new business, so people who have not met us in real life yet, and it's free. The way that we do it. We don't spend money on ads. We're not like buying fake followers or any garbage like that. We're just using it in an organic, authentic way to create real connections with people. But that doesn't mean I just stop there. I'm also engaging with my entire database and past clients, friends and family, all those people on Instagram. I'm also trying to find referral partners, being agents in other markets, to send me referrals on Instagram as well. I'm also establishing my brand in my local community by using my Instagram account as a way to connect with other business owners, share content in front of their audiences, so that I do increase my brand awareness in a really authentic way using this totally free platform. Another thing that has me thinking about this is I was speaking with an agent this week who generates a ton of online leads. And there's a conversion issue there. And they were wondering why they weren't seeing the conversion that they want to be seeing because they're spending all this money on internet leads. Well, the problem is, again, they don't have that know, like, and trust factor with that team yet. But if they were to integrate that with their social media strategy and use their Instagram, for example, as a way to nurture colder leads, establish that trust, and stay top of mind until they are ultimately ready to go see houses or bring them in for a listing appointment, that would be a way more effective and cost-effective conversion strategy than just trying to drip out an email newsletter each month. You know what I'm saying? Now, it seems like a lot of strange moving parts, right? But at the end of the day, they all really need to work together cohesively for this to work for your business. Like, you see the other agents who are out there crushing it on all levels, it's probably because they have this pretty well dialed in. And this is what we're doing in the Market Authority Academy to help real estate agents create a really compelling brand and an effective marketing strategy using social media and more like boots on the ground methods, belly to belly in-person networking. So if this is interesting to you, if this is something that you want to accomplish in 2022, then we definitely need to talk. I would encourage you to check out the show notes below, check out the caption. There's a link to where you can book a time to speak with me directly to see if working together through the Market Authority Academy would be a good fit. What we're doing in the Market Authority Academy is giving you all of the information and strategy, like the roadmap to make this happen, and then meeting together in group coaching to help actually get that traction in your business to implement this growth so that you can get to where you're wanting to be in your business. So if that sounds appealing to you, let's chat. We'll talk about where you're at, where you want to be, and how we can help you get there. Really hope that this was helpful to you, and if it was, do me a solid, hit like on this video, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification icon to check out the video that I'll be dropping in the near future on how to create a really compelling brand story. If you liked this one, you won't want to miss that video. Thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, keep on crushing it.